Meanwhile, Tom Homan's going to have his presser today, and I'm sure it's going to be informative. You know, one thing he talked about when he first took the job back and took control is, all right, we got 3,000 agents here. There's going to be conditions where we'll draw down and take take some pressure off. But you got to give us access to your jails is one of the demands. The mayor and governor at separate times said, oh, we're not giving you that, which, by the way, they just decide what federal laws they're not going to comply with. Pretty sure that doesn't fly in America. Number two, he did pull out most of the Border Patrol. So this is ICE now, but the Border Patrol has pulled back to a degree. So we'll see where we go from here. But it hasn't stopped these local community groups from continuing to act against ICE.
These mini chop zones have been emerging. The residents there are still fiercely attempting to resist and blockade ICE from their lawful duties on the ground there. This is some of what we're seeing develop on the ground. So we'll see what Tom Homan has to say. I mean, you think he's been on the ground there for quite some time now, Lawrence?
What are they doing?
But do you see this? So I first had interaction with these guys. They're complete lunatics back in 2020 when I was a correspondent for Sean's show.
A guy died, too.
Yeah, that was in Seattle. So they had these all across the country, but they have another chop zone in Minneapolis and George Floyd Square. The police are not allowed to go in there at all. And you have to get approval to go in there. One time I went there with our camera crew. They completely surrounded us, and we had to negotiate to be able to leave as well. So this is the type of lawlessness that Minneapolis has allowed for years. So now you got the feds coming in saying you got criminal aliens here, and you got massive fraud. You stole the American people's money, billions and billions of dollars. We have a federal investigation, and they're blocking that as well. And the local cops and the city council, Fry, is allowing it to happen.
This is totally unacceptable. It's now looked at as a total travesty what happened in Seattle. And looking back, people say you don't want to defund the police, you don't want to take on law enforcement. That's not where we want to be. Having blocks, insurgencies take over blocks, and Minneapolis is now trying to unlearn that and say, no, well, we're going to do that. We're going to take back our city. All these activists. Know what I don't see? Who exactly are you protecting? Do you hear any of them talking about protecting illegal immigrants? They say, we're going to protect my immigrants, but there's nobody there that they really can say that they're blocking. They're just anti-law enforcement. They're anti-Trump. That's what this is about. And they're also following these ICE trucks, protecting their schools. They're training different people. They're running plates to find out if SUVs are a member of ICE.
But
since when are you running plates?
Who allows that, though? These aren't cops.
Cops should go in there and clear that out.
But they're not allowed to. The mayor would not allow them. The chief won't allow. And so for the other people in the mainstream media that say, why won't the president negotiate with these people? How do you negotiate with people like this? How do you negotiate with an unelected body that allows, like, anarchy within their town?
Yeah, so I guess the Minneapolis Police Officers Association is blasting these unauthorized checkpoints. The Officers Federation of Minneapolis does not support private individuals or groups establishing unauthorized checkpoints, blockades, or patrol zones on public streets. Peaceful protest is a constitutional right. Impersonating law enforcement, conducting stop and frisk activities, or physically blocking public roadways is not. Well, to your point, where are they when that's happening?
So just for everybody's clarification here, that's the police union speaking against their own department and saying they're not able to do their job. So you get all these guys, these leadership within these police departments that get on TV, speak against other cops, federal agents, because they are cops, and then their police union that are there say they don't support that.
Yeah, ICE are Americans. They're trained law enforcement. They go for 16 weeks original training. There's extensive background checks. So if you're coming against ICE, you're against law enforcement. Just so you know, the party that supports this is anti-law enforcement. So you're a family of an officer of any level. I don't care if it's Border Patrol or the local cops or the local sheriff. There's a party that is totally against your presence and against what you do. You know, the Republicans should feel as though, even though they feel perhaps that maybe some ICE and some of these situations were overstepping, right now, according to the latest Pew poll, most Republicans are thoroughly for the president's crackdown. They say 45% has it just right. 22% says that they should pick it up a notch and even be more aggressive. So we'll see how this looks in the major polls.
It's such a good point that you made, though, Brian, about the cops that are standing there. Just remember, it's ICE today. It'll be you next week. And there's only a few group of people that have had your back. So if you want to stand on that side, the next time there's a situation with a viral video, don't ask us to have your back. If you're going to stand against the people that are federal agents just like you and go with the mob, don't expect us to have your back.
We'll be watching for that news conference, top of the 9 o'clock Eastern Time hour with Tom Homan.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.